a world-famous university, a legendary apple tree, and a river that gave this historic city its name. Welcome to Sightseeing in Cambridge with an apple. Don't forget to press the bell. This river has given this famous city its name. What is it called? Behind me, that is the River Cam. It runs for more than 60 kilometers through the countryside before it reaches Cambridge. The stretch below Jesus Lock is sometimes called the Middle River. And around here you'll find plenty of narrow boats, long slim canal boats built to fit Britain's narrow locks. It is estimated that up to 30,000 people live aboard these boats in the UK. A little bit further along you'll see another type of craft, the punt. It's flat-bottomed with a square bow designed for shallow waters. Here's a real punter and another one. And here's a punter imposter. You can try it yourself. Propel the boat with a 5-meter pole by pushing directly on the riverbed. But there's so much more to Cambridge. So, let me use an apple to show you around Cambridge. What's the connection between Magdalene College and our apple story? Follow me as we find out. Magdalen is one of 31 colleges belonging to the University of Cambridge. It began in 1428 as a Benedictine hostel and was refounded in 1542 as the College of St. Mary Magdalene, or Magdalen as it's called here. This is the entrance to the college's chapel. Compared with other medieval Cambridge colleges, Magdalen's chapel is smaller, fitting for its relatively small community of about 400 undergraduates and 200 postgraduates. The chapel houses a Baroque-style pipe organ installed in 2000. Back in the first court, we are heading to another intriguing room, the hall, beautifully decked out for dinner. The high table stands one step above ground level for fellows and guests, while students dine at 3 long tables. Magdalen's hall is quite unique in Cambridge. It relies entirely on candlelight. The walls are lined with 15 portraits of notable benefactors and past members. This view shows the hall from the second court. Here's also the Pepys building, home to the Pepys Library. On one side of the first court is the entrance to the Master's Lodge. On the other, the River Court. And here is where you'll find this trained apple tree. The apple tree at this college is by no means the most famous one here in Cambridge. For that one, we'll have to explore the city. Stepping out of St. Edward's Passage, you'll see King's College, founded in 1441 by King Henry VI. We'll enjoy the view from the outside, the gatehouse, the screen, and the impressive chapel, because this college charges an entrance fee. Close by is the Corpus Clock, a sculpture that fascinates and puzzles visitors. What do you make of it? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you visit Cambridge, you'll be one of over 8 million visitors each year, many from China, so you'll notice bilingual signs as well. Graduates of English universities will also recognize Ede and Ravenscroft, the historic supplier of academic gowns. Here is the main court of St. Catherine's College, affectionately referred to as Cats. It was founded in 1473 as Catherine Hall and renamed in 1860. Entrance seems free, so let us know your experience in the comments if you visited. Now I have to change my boater hat for my penny presses on tour cap. Why? Let's see. Our next stop is Trinity Street and the Cambridge gift shop. Here the friendly owner greets us warmly.
Welcome to the Cambridge gift shop.
Here is a punter and souvenirs of every kind, including university clothes. But most importantly, the penny press.
Welcome to the Cambridge penny press.
The penny press outside the gift shop seems to be the only machine in Cambridge. Very traditionally, you supply the penny yourself and pay £1 for each roll. After turning the handle, you'll get your keepsake. And here's the whole set of this world-famous city. As we continue our search for our famous apple tree, we'll enter All Saints' Garden because it's a perfect place for light refreshments. Across the street is our next stop. This is Trinity College, founded in 1546 by King Henry VIII. It is one of Cambridge's largest colleges, home to around 730 undergraduates and 350 postgraduates. Here's the Great Gate, featuring a statue of Henry VIII and the coat of arms of Edward III, founder of King's Hall, a college later merged into Trinity. We'll have a quick peep into the Great Court, but our focus is next to the Great Gate, a piece of physics history. This has been billed as Newton's apple tree. It's not quite that old, it is a descendant of Newton's apple tree. As you can see, it is a world-famous landmark. Let's pause our apple story for a moment. The next attraction doesn't have anything to do with an apple, but it has royal connections, so it's still worth a visit. The Museum of Cambridge occupies the former White Horse Inn, a 16th century coaching inn. Opened in 1936, the museum now is an independent charity supported by donations and the entrance fee.
Welcome to the Museum of Cambridge.
By the hearth is a table with old children's games, like a slate and a halfpenny shuffleboard. This room was once the bar, still featuring its original servery and glass panels scratched with visitors' names, including a mark commemorating Queen Mary's visit in 1938, our first royal connection. Next door, another room proudly displays the tea caddy donated by Queen Mary during that visit. Step back in time in the kitchen. You'll find tools like this mechanical apple peeler. But no electric iron. no microwave, and no dishwasher. Could you cope without these mod cons? Now come upstairs with me. Here's the former guest room, now showing objects such as this early 20th century American typewriter and a chest apparently from 1662. Through the archway is the dining parlour, the largest room in the inn, displaying, for instance, rowing oars celebrating a victory over Oxford. Check out the link about Olympic gold medalist Ronald Sanderson. Here is also a copper weather vane, way more than twice my age. Across the corridor are examples of local crafts and embroidery, like this stitched sampler made over 180 years ago. 11-year-old Anne stitched this one as a record of her education. You'll also find a hat maker's bench, once belonging to one of the last private hat makers in the city. The adjacent childhood room holds a perambulator, what we now call a pram, and the traditional game of Aunt Sally, which involves throwing sticks or balls at a wooden target. And fun fact, Aunt Sally now also means someone set up for easy criticism. Here is also a doll's house and Noah's Ark. Plus colouring sheets to take home as souvenirs of your visit. Let's return to our Punter imposter and, of course, our Apple story. Have you enjoyed the Apple story so far? If so, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, subscribe anyway. What's the link between Cambridge pubs and a famous apple? Let's find out. But before, I couldn't pass this pub for obvious reasons. The Punter used to be a coaching house, but not quite next to the river. The architect is Cambridge's first dedicated fish and chip and pie and mash bar, housed in a building from the 1870s. And here's another Apple connection, the Sir Isaac Newton pub. This beer house dates back to 1851, although it was rebuilt in 1930. Here you can enjoy a pint and learn how to calculate the force on your apple. What can we do with apples? Well, we can make them to apple juice or apple cider, but we can also use them for baking, and that's what we're going to explore next. For our final apple stop, we'll take a short walk out of the centre to a bakery and patisserie.
Welcome to Maison Clemen.
Opened in 2017, this real French bakery offers products made on-site. Including artisan baguettes, specialty breads, and tempting pastry. How about a slice of cake? A croissant? Or this delicious apple and plum turnover? Here I took a break, enjoying a hot chocolate. And the last apple treat the patisserie had to offer for that day. And with that, our Cambridge apple story comes to an end. I hope you enjoyed watching. And there's plenty more to explore in my other videos.